So we are here for the NCAA Women's Volleyball scores. The semifinals scores update for Division 2. So we have MSU Denver defeats number 1 seed Tampa in straight sets in semifinal 2, 3-0 sweep, and the number 2 seed Concordia St. Paul. They won over number 3 seed Point Loma 3-1. So it was chalk through the 4 quarters, and it was chalk through the first semi. It was chalk on the first semifinal as well. In the second semifinal, it ended up being, according to the 8 teams winning the region rankings, but all 8 teams were pretty solid teams that could beat anyone could beat anyone, in this tournament. And you saw that, and you've seen that, In the number 4 seed MSU Denver taking on the 2 seed Concordia St. Paul from the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And they have some big events here. They have the ABC First Serve Showcase, some games there. They have some big women's basketball. They have some women's basketball games there, especially when power conference schools might play South Dakota State. They'll have them there, NCAA women's basketball. Maybe they might have some NCAA basketball tournament games there. Some reruns of the NCAA basketball tournament for the men's, or they might have, if they're having if South Dakota ever hosted or South Dakota State ever hosted a women's basketball tournament, and they might host their the NWAT, WNIT, maybe those tournaments. They might have them there, Maybe they hosted the NIT. There's some events like that, They don't really host pro sports. I mean, they might have pro sports, or maybe the G League teams. They have a G League team in South Dakota, or they have I believe they do Sioux Falls Skyforce, I believe. Minor league baseball teams they have throughout the state. But that's really the big extent of those college sports for South Dakota. And they usually for pro sports they follow Minnesota teams, except for the minor league teams. They'll follow the South Dakota minor league teams. They're pro teams more so.